The Twins are off to a hot start this season as they swept the Royals in KC, and Joey Gallo was a major benefactor for them in the final game. Gallo went 3 for 4 with 2 home runs to help power the Twins past KC 7-4. Now, if Gallo goes back to his 2021 Ranger form, this will help the Twins greatly, and I do believe with some help on the offensive front, they could take over the Guardians and clinch the Central here in 2023. Now, the Cubs' Cody Bellinger and the Brewers' Bryce Terang both went yard on Monday to collect their first hit of the new campaign. Belly's bomb was a 3-run home run in Cincinnati off Connor Overton, and Terang's home run was not only a grand slam, but was also the rookie's first big league hit. So congrats to him and the Brew Crew. There's an update regarding this physical altercation between this A's fan and Anthony Rendon. The Angel third baseman will receive a 4-game suspension along with an undisclosed fine. Now, the suspension was originally set at 5 games by the league, but was reduced to 4 following an MLBP appeal on Rendon's behalf. The length of the suspension is totally fine in my mind. I mean, regardless of what fans do or say to players, players should know they should never get into a verbal, let alone physical altercation with a paying customer. I don't care what the guy said. I don't care what the guy did. Now, it was kind of weird because it seemed like, I don't know if it was the guy's dad or his brother or his friend or whatever, kind of pushed the guy into Rendon's face. And then Rendon proceeded to grab the guy by the shirt and pull him in more. Which I was kind of weird. I don't know why the friend or whatever pushed that fan closer to Rendon. Now, speaking of the Angels, the good news is that former foes, Trout and Ohtani, came together on Sunday as they hit back-to-back home runs to center field in the 5th inning. The 2 home runs combined for a distance of 881 feet and helped LA win the series 2-1 over Oakland. Now, Masataka Yoshida recorded 135 home runs in the NPB over a 7-year span. And on Monday, he earned his first MLB home run after shooting a 2-run shot over the Green Monster to tie the game up at 3 against the Pirates. Alex Verdugo publicly calls out Alek Manoah regarding his intense celebrations on the mound. If it's a genuine reaction and it's for the boys, not directed towards somebody, then yeah, it's fine. I'll say it right now. I think Alek Manoah goes about it the wrong way. You can find videos of him, footage of him in AAA, going like this to hitters. Last year, telling Frenchie Cordero and Bobby Dahlbeck like to go sit the F down and looking right at them. Just pisses me off. It's not the way it should be played. It should be played like you're celebrating with your team. You're not effing disrespecting other players who is, at the end of the day, we're all just trying to compete. That's it. Now, this public slander didn't seem to mind Alek Manoah, as he responded by saying, coming from him, I don't really give a. My job is to pitch and get guys out. So in my opinion, Verdugo's stretching it a bit here. I mean, there's a lot of different pitchers throughout the league who, when they get a big strikeout, they celebrate bombastically, scream some expletives to their teammates or to whoever. That's just the way the game is right now. This is not 1982. And if Verdugo thinks that Alek Manoah is the only pitcher when he swears is directed towards the other team, he's sadly mistaken, because I can guarantee you guys like Trevor Bauer, Amir Garrett, Max Scherzer, and sometimes Justin Verlander, when they get pumped up, they'll throw a couple curse words out there, and I guarantee you internally it's directed towards the guy he just struck out or the other team. Verdugo, you need to check yourself, buddy. Speaking of getting called out, Cardinal manager Oliver Marmol called out his own player in Tyler O'Neill for not hustling on this base running play that resulted in him being called out at the plate. And here's a tweet from Katie Wu, who covers the Redbirds. Ollie Marmol referred to Tyler O'Neill's lack of hustle as, quote, unacceptable, and said, quote, that's not our style of play as far as the effort of rounding the bags there. He responded by saying, quote, I think Ollie was pretty blunt about it. He didn't think I gave the best effort. You know, I'm out here every day grinding my ass off. Those are pretty strong words from him, but that's good to know. Now, that wasn't the end of it. Marmol put O'Neill in his place by opting to not have him start the final game against the Braves today and refused to say whether or not O'Neill will start on Thursday in the first game against Milwaukee. Now, to me, it looked like O'Neill got a good jump from second base on the ground ball hit to Acuna in right field. But it did seem like he started to dog it after rounding third base, because it did look like he looked up to see where the ball was, and naturally that kind of slowed him down. So although I don't think he did it intentionally, or it was an effort issue on his part, he just made a bad mental mistake by looking up, and I really don't think it called for the public bashing of him by his manager. Now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. exited Wednesday's contest against the Twins after he sustained a stinger in his right shoulder. The Marlins have announced he will be listed as day-to-day. And finally, the White Sox DH Eloy Jimenez was placed on the 10-day IL with a low-grade left hamstring strain. Now, Jimenez is estimated to miss 2 to 3 weeks after suffering this injury from going first to third on an Andrew Vaughn run-scoring double in the 7th inning in a loss to San Francisco back on Monday. And that's all I got. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts. I'll catch you guys later.